You have clicked on the math video for Wednesday, May 13th. And for today, we are going to go back and review equal shares. So this should be pretty quick because you guys, we've done this together in class. If you remember the lesson where we pretended we were eating crackers, that was kind of fun. And so what you're going to do is remember that equal shares, is like equal parts. Remember the word equal means the same? So in your packet, you have a page that has 4 squares on it. So for practice, you can cut these out. If you don't have scissors handy, you could just use a pencil and draw on them. But you're gonna see if you can come up with different ways that you could divide these squares into 4 equal parts. The last time we did this on our marker boards. So let me just do one with you to kind of remind you. And I'm gonna kind of remind you the trick that I do to try and get something into 4 equal parts. So what I do is I divide it in half first. Remember that half means 2. So I kind of draw it down the middle, if you can see that line. Now it's in half. Now if I go over to this piece and I divide this piece, just this piece right here, in half, like that, and now I go over to this piece that I made and I divide just this piece right here in half. Look what I have when I'm finished. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So that's kind of what I do when I'm trying to divide things into 4. So I do it in half first, and then I cut those halves in half, and I end up with 4. So see what you can come up with in these other boxes to show me that you know how to do those in different ways. Okay, that one's for practice. Then if you get your math journal out and you look at page 213, they're asking you to imagine now that you have a granola bar. So just draw a picture of a granola bar and you're going to show how to share that granola bar among 4 people. And then draw another granola bar and see if you can figure out how to share that granola bar with 4 people, but in a different way than the first one you did. And then you've got some questions down here to answer. But what you want to make sure that you're doing as you're dividing things into equal parts is that equal means the same. So as you're dividing it, if your lines, I know they aren't going to be perfect, but if they're really way off, you're going to want to erase and start that over. What I want you to do for your work to send to me is also in your packet. You're going to find page 289 in the corner. It's home link 911, and you're going to follow the directions, and you're going to send this to me with in a picture so that I can see that you know how to divide something into fourths, into 4 equal parts. And then part of the directions say to shade 1/4. So remember what that looks like, and I'm going to go back to these squares to practice that. Remember that 1/4 can look like this, or it can be 1 out of 4. Well, if I'm coloring 1 out of 4, then I'm going to be coloring just one piece. That's what that word shade in the directions mean. You're going to shade it in, you're going to color it in. So in my square up here, I've divided it into 4 equal parts, and then I've shaded one of those parts. So that's what you're going to be doing on that home link page that you're going to snap a picture of and send to me. So if you have any questions about dividing things into equal parts, please make sure that you ask me during my office hours, and I will get back to you and help you out.